What's up, Iron Blocks? What's going on, dude? Wow, like most of what you can see is the freaking ceiling. Oh, there we go. I'll put this back here like that. Yeah. Oh, it's not gonna work too well, is it? Yeah, it's not gonna work too well. Oh well. Ah, I don't like that right there. Hmm. 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 And something to prop this thing up. There we go. Hmm. What's up, Mike? Dude, you're not number one, bruh. Bruh. There we go. That'll work. What's up, Preston? How's it going, dude? School's what's up? All right. Yeah, school. Back to school. Hopefully you can hear me okay from back there. I have CNN on over here. Dude, this phone is like huge, dude. This phone's like this big, man. Like it's ridiculous. Eighth grade sucks. You're only in eighth grade? Oh my god, dude. Middle school sucks, dude. Life doesn't start getting good to high school because then in high school you realize, oh, I've only got like 4 years of school left until I go to college or do something else with my life. So did I decide, dude, I told you, man. I said, I think you need to go see a counselor. If you got issues, bro, you don't need a dad, you need a counselor. A dad's not a counselor. Those are, what's up, Mass G? You feel like dying. You miss all the ninth graders. What the hell are you talking about? Why are you sad, Go Caps? Why are you sad, dude? High school sucked worse. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't want to give anyone bad perception about school. I mean, you know what school is, but I guess I no stream tomorrow night, no stream Wednesday night, maybe Thursday tonight's Tuesday night. There's a stream. Hey, I'm happy. Well, I meant like there's not a video. I wasn't. There's not a video game stream. You always looked at the clock in high school. Yeah, like oh God, like I see that little hand moving, but it's not moving fast enough, or the big hand moving too. The grade above me is a high school now, and my best friends are in that grade. Wait, what do you mean now? Were like ninth graders in your school originally, and then they moved them up to high school to a different school? Um, Go Caps! A kid cussed at me and filmed my friend and I. Okay, so Go Caps! Like, so what's the issue? You deserve to be sworn at sometimes. He called you fat. Well, are you fat? Are you fat? Did he tell you what you needed to hear? Sometimes your best friends in life tell you exactly what's on their mind and tell you exactly what you need to know, even if it hurts. Think about that. They do say that some of your best friends are the ones that are the most like forward with you. You figured I'm too mean to adopt you, dude. I'm not too mean to adopt you. That's just weird though, dude. I'm telling you, there's got to be something wrong with you if your mom's just so willing to give you away. Middle school is seventh and eighth grade, and I'm eighth grade now, and then they're off to high school. Oh, so they were in eighth grade and you were in seventh. I see. Okay, makes sense, duh. Well, yeah, that sucks, dude. Me and my friend are getting punished for his actions. It was a random ass kid, not my friend. What's up, Darrell? How's it going, dude? Revis Island retired. I thought you said retarded first, but then I had to reread that. I can't believe I can actually read the text on the phone. Kind of. You see me kind of like stepping in a little bit, but I can see the text on the phone actually pretty good from back here. Dude, this phone is like almost the size of a 7-inch tablet. That's ridiculous, dude. I hold this thing up to the size of my tablet, and like it literally is like three-fourths the size of the tablet. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Should I keep this now that he retired? Yeah, sure, why not? Wow, Preston. I thought you were just trying to troll other people to make them think the bot was up, but then in reality, you forgot. You're supposed to be the one. Okay, guys, there's no Baker bot tonight. They had a assembly about behavior and felt like it was directed towards. Well, of course you would, because they were probably describing exactly you, and you're like, oh God, detention, night school, and Saturday school are gonna be my punch. What? Night school? They have night school? That's insane. Do I like the S Pen? I haven't done anything with the S Pen just yet. I mean, I've only had the phone for like a day, and I couldn't even really use it for the full day on Monday because most of the day Monday, like when I had the phone prior to the stream, was just getting all my data synced, getting all my backups restored, getting my apps transferred between my phone and my new phone and get it activated. So I spent like a amount of time like getting the phone set up. So I didn't really do much with it. The only thing I learned in high school was how to put Halo on all the school computers. What the heck, dude? Baker went to a freshman orientation last night, basically help you find your classes. Yeah, the new kids and I checked my locker and it's like half the size. It's more of an average locker because you can carry your bag. Yeah, carry your book bag, dude. I honestly, in high school, I never used a locker. I never used a locker at all. I carried all my books in my book bag. Oh, that way I didn't have to worry about like people trying to steal shit out of your locker and stuff like that. At least I'm pretty sure. Maybe I kept some stuff in my locker. I don't know. But I didn't like it because I was always afraid that people were gonna. Because you don't always. I don't remember having a lock on your locker necessarily. I can't remember, but you always had to be careful of stuff like that because kids are thieves. You cracked your phone today. Psh, your Note 9, Preston. Just kidding. So I may get the Note 9 Plus in October. I'm telling you, dude, the Note 9 is huge. It is this thing. I'm telling you, literally, it's a brick. It's literally a brick, dude. And you could beat someone to death with this phone. You can't get your locker open. What the heck? Steph is God. Yeah, I know I am. Thank you. Oh, I feel him praising me. Oh wait, I am him. Oh. Watching SmackDown. Oh, meh. Well, I'm trying to check email, so there's that. I have a lot of backlog in email at work. So today I had to give my boss some bad news. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just quit. No, I'm just playing. I didn't say that. No, I had to give my boss some bad news because oh my god, like it was messed up, dude. Like this, I told these people on our team 3 weeks ago what work to start, what work needed to be done when, and we came around to the time where now like I was asking, I was like, hey, how's this stuff going? And he was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, the stuff that's supposed to be done for September. And he's like, what? He's like, oh, I thought that was November. And I'm just like, dude, are you effing kidding me, bro? I was so pissed. Like, this was on Friday or Thursday. I think I asked him about it. And then he was like, well, I got the day off on Friday. And so I'll have someone else look at it. Um, and, yeah, it was pretty bad. So I had to go to my boss today. I'm like, look, we have to try to ramp up like people just to get this thing done. And he was like, well, we can't move our release date for our production release later in the month, next month. He's like, we're not going to be able to move it. We just have to get it done. And people just got to put in the time because they fell asleep at the wheel. And I was like, all right, man, like it's fine by me, but it was just yeah, I don't like to have to go to my boss and tell my boss bad news because I'm not usually that type of person. Why are you leaving? Go Caps. Why are you going to bed? The lockers. Oh man, I'm tired. And the lockers in my middle school and high school have accommodations in the middle. in the middle school and high school were connected together. Oh, that's right. You know what? Maybe I think about it. Maybe they did have combinations on the lockers. I'm thinking of, I think maybe I'm thinking of gym class or something. Because remember in gym class they didn't have combination lockers. You had to like bring your own lock, some weird crap like that. Because and then yeah, you would definitely want to put a lock in your crap because people would like try to kids of course kids being kids thought they would try to be funny and you would go to get your gym clothes out, just change into your other clothes. And kids would like take other kids' clothes out of their locker and shit like that. We were supposed to have like 25 junior high school players and only 13 showed up. Wow, sounds interesting. Oh, I'm so tired. I need to go to bed soon. I'm like, oh, you know what? This thing's not stopped scrolling by itself. Oops. What's your favorite NFL team? Browns. It's Google Hacker. What's up, Google Hacker? My junior high school only has like 30, but we have like 400 boys in your grade. What the heck? The lockers in the gym roof have locks on them in your school? Oh, okay. You go to a little farm school. K Dog's in the Detroit suburbs. He's in the hood. Oh, it's not auto scrolling. The monster among men. Who didn't see that coming a mile away? Right? You go to a school in Atlanta. Sweet, dude. Dude, Google Hacker, how old are you, man? I thought you were like 8 or something, like before. He aligned himself with Dolph and Drew. Why? Well, maybe only for the match, but after that, like, ugh. After Hell in a Cell, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's a path that shouldn't be traveled. You go to school at Atlanta and you like the Saints? Question mark, question mark, question mark. He says yes. Am I related to Baker Mayfield? Dude, that makes absolutely no sense. I swear to God, you're the same person here every time who asks that. Do you realize Baker Mayfield's first name is Baker, and my first name is not Baker, and my last name is not Mayfield? So how would I be related? How could I be related to a guy who doesn't even have share the same last name or same first name? I mean, I guess I know technically how it's possible if he was like a cousin or something like that, but no. I mean, I know you're assuming based on my one of my last name being Baker, but it has nothing to do. That doesn't make me related to someone whose first name is Baker. You must be some type of genius, man. Am I related to Buddha Baker? You like the Titans? Endless. Hmm. What do I feel? I don't, dude. I don't know about the Titans uniforms, dude. I don't really care about their uniforms, to be honest. But my yes, but my last name is Baker, and I did live in a city called Mayfield at one point. So, am I related because of that? Maybe. That's like the most roundabout, like ridiculous way, dotted line way to draw your like relationship between you and some famous person. Like the craziest way to go about it. Inception. The heck? So I like how the talk on CNN all night has been about how Donald Trump said something today about something about it in a closed door meeting. He said something about like there's gonna be like evil or there's gonna be like violence from the Democratic side from Antifa if they don't if the Democrats win the midterm elections or something like that. Like, what an idiot! This guy's such a moron. Maybe he has come to save Cleveland. Maybe. I'll believe it when I see it. Well, see, someone actually, you actually read the description, didn't you, Google hacker? See, guys, read the description of the video. Then you'll get Google hackers. You'll get his reference. I can't believe no one else mentioned that. I was usually JJ would be the one to mention it, but I'm sure he's probably busy and with something after school activities or something. So there are a lot of Saints fan in Atlanta, or are you the only one? Okay. Our new gym teacher can't do weightlifting first semester, which is upsetting because the beginning of 11th grade I want to be 230. Wow. Wait, but you've got like 3 years in the beginning of 11th grade to become 230. I mean, I don't think like a semester is gonna set you back by that much, right? And Can't you do weightlifting? Don't you have a weight set at home or something? Can't you do weightlifting off season or something? Who do you think would be the top four playoff teams this year? Dude, I don't know. Dude, it's way too early to be even asking that. Ask me like when we're close to the Super Bowl. Ask me when we're actually in the playoffs or close to the playoffs. You in a motel or your bedroom? Dude, this is not my bedroom. You know my if I was live streaming from my bedroom, you guys know what my office looks like. This definitely does not look anything like my office. My mom only has $100 to our name right now. I can't afford crap for home. But you live in a home though, right? I mean, but yes, I'm definitely in a hotel. Hence the title of the stream being quick hotel live stream or something, quick hotel stream or something like that. I don't know, PA hotel stream. I'm gonna say I'm live streaming from a hotel when I'm actually at home. I mean, what? Why would I do that? Guys, I'm not getting any work done here. I need to get some work done. This is very disappointing. I fell so far behind on emails, and I never got caught up. It's very disappointing. If you have any aspiration to become like someone of importance, I guess. You know, I'm not trying to like make myself sound important, but if you become someone of importance and you have responsibility at your job, be prepared to just be checking email like 24/7. Yes, PA Hotel Quick Stream, but this is from my home. Coming to you live from Baker Studios in South Euclid, Ohio. Here's Stephen Baker. Said a doctor's appointment. He's told me not to bench press over 70 pounds because I weigh 135, and that's how much I bench press. An average person can't bench press their. Oh, wait. I thought you said. No, I thought the idea was that an average person should be able to bench press their own weight, though. I thought you were supposed to at least be able to lift your own weight. Or I will hack you on Google. Wait, what? Baker side hoe is at the hotel. Yeah, that's my PA chick, aka Gamer. Preston, the draft order is published, dude. I already published the draft order. Dude. I published the thing. Dude, don't you guys get notifications? I publish something on the actual forum in the league that tells you guys the draft order and what time it's at and all that stuff, bro. All right, Donovan. Take care, dude. Stuff happening on 9-4. Okay. Don it take long time to bench your own weight because you have to learn. Okay. What's good? What's up, Kill Eclipse? How's it going, dude? So did you guys read the description of the You can't read it as dyslexia. Dyslexia. What do you mean? What the hell is dyslexia? It's when you like flip letters and words around in your mind. Yeah, I publish a draft order. I publish that. I do that every year for every league. Just like if you go to your Yahoo profile and you go to the league from last year, the final discussion forum post from last year is basically telling you the outcome of how everyone finished that year and then the draft order for the following year. But basically all I did was for the teams that were no longer in the league, basically I just took their draft positions and then filled them in with whoever. Like I basically just kind of randomized it. Oh, come on, dude. You. The hell? What do you mean she sent me some email on the 23rd? Like, bro. I'm so pissed off, man. Now, of course, now my laptop's asking me to restart because it's trying to install some software update that hasn't been getting installed successfully, and then I'm gonna have to go to the support, like desktop support, probably tomorrow, and tell them why the hell does this thing keep trying to install software on my computer that it can't clearly install, and it's asking me every day to do this, and then it fails every day. So sitting like this, I look like I'm fat, but I'm actually like, I'm just like crouched down so low. Crouched down so low. Like I'm not really that big, see? Damn computers, damn laptops, damn work laptops. You gotta go. How dare you, Google hacker? How dare you leave me? Do you watch the US Open? I did not watch the US Open. Who do I want to start? Baker or Tyrod? I want Tyrod to start. So when's the subscriber Madden tournament? I don't know, dude. Eventually. People used to laugh. I used to give that answer at work about stuff. They would say, "Hey, when's this gonna happen?" I'm like, "Eventually," and they would just be like, "Really?" Like that's that used to be my answer for everything at work. I mean, a lot of it was just to kind of make people laugh, just to get them to like be intrigued, I guess. But so I heard there were some memes that are on the internet now about Donald Trump not being able to answer his speakerphone correctly or something. So I got memes on the internet about that. I guess someone from the press like heckled him when he couldn't answer his phone properly or something. That's too funny. Baker, you have a really good facial shape, dude. I know, dude. If you're being for real, like I've said that multiple times, dude. Like the bone structure is like freaking amazing, dude. I say that to my wife. The only thing that sucks now is that because I'm getting so old, like now you got like the extra skin starting to form. But yeah, I like the jawline and everything is like real nice. I love it. Like I've always had that. Do you like? Oh, you dislike him big time? Yeah. Oh, you're sitting. I thought you were on your bed. Why the hell would I be in your bed? Dude, I can't be on my bed like working on a laptop. That's just weird, man. It's just weird. What is this? CNN, Chris Cuomo says Trump accuses Google of rigging search results. Everything's rigged. The whole world is rigged. You know what? This is reminding me of Cam, guys. Where's Cam at? Remember, life is rigged. Baker uses Victoria's Secret anti-aging cream. Dude, I need to use something, dude. I need to put some type of. My wife was saying like I need to use some type of like lotion or so. I don't know, something like that. So I need to talk to her about that stuff. Of course, she'll know all that. Women are good at trying to stop themselves from aging. They're mildly successful. CNN and Fox are retarded. I mean, Fox is way retarded though. CNN is. There's some times where I can't even stand CNN, but for the most part, like Fox is so just like they're just so pro Trump that they can't see through the pro Trumpness. You know what I'm saying? Do I play COD? No, I don't play COD. Absolutely not, dude. Call of Duty is like the worst game ever. It's terrible. I can't play Call of Duty. I've never played Call of Duty. I've watched a friend play Call of Duty on PC like years ago and I'm like, dude, this game is trash. See, of course, we couldn't complete the updates, undoing changes, don't turn off your computer. I'm definitely have to I am someone from the desktop team or whatever tomorrow and tell them I keeps trying my window. It's I think it's because I have Windows 10 on my work computer, and there's not that many people who have Windows 10, so I have all these like weird problems that most people don't end up having. They gave me an option when I had got my new laptop like later last year. They actually gave me the option to use Windows 7 or use Windows 10, and I'm like, dude, of course I want Windows 10. Like, why the hell would I use Windows 7? Favorite NFL team, the Browns. Um, oh God, Kellyanne Conway. No, she's still very much alive, unfortunately. No, I shouldn't say that, but she's dude. That lady is like, oh, like she's almost like a whore, I would say to an extent. Like I just the amount of filth that comes out of her mouth, like how bad she really is. Like she's just awful. She's just awful. Like how much she lies and spins and oh God, like Bill O'Reilly used to claim that he was in the no spin zone. Like Kellyanne Conway is in the constant spin zone. Like she's constantly trying to spin everything and can never be wrong. And she's just a very deceitful, conniving, lying. Like that's what I said, dude. She's like a whore in a sense. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. Do you think Google would really be on the side of the Democrats? Let me ask you that. Like honestly, this guy who's on here talking is saying, "Oh, earlier this year when people did a Google search for the Republican Party, it came up with Nazi, like Nazis was like at the top of the search results or something like that on Google." It's like, well, probably because I'm sure some of it has to do with like the way things work on the internet, right? It's not just like Google necessarily, just like someone there like, oh, let me go ahead and say that like, oh, Republicans are associated to Nazis. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got to be how it traverses data on the internet and stuff like that. Windows 10 is a crappy layout menu. I like Windows 10. I don't have an issue with Windows 10. Basically, I turn Windows 10, essentially you can customize your start bar so you just see like the list of apps. Um, I guess that would be that's kind of a criticism for me a little bit is it doesn't I like the old like they still have folders and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but if you have to change back to that style, it's not like the default setting in Windows 10. But I turned that crap back on. So when was the last time I played Fortnite? We played Fortnite. Not it was offline thing we did a Fortnite like probably I want to say like 2 3 weeks ago, probably. I played with Gamer. Cam, I think, played with us together, and Preston. You're JR. Oh, JR Smith? You're JR Smith, dude? Oh, JR Smith. Don't remind me, bro. Well, let's see. From the description of Ho Baker, my teachers are hoes then. No, dude. You spelled dumb wrong. Terrible. Can't believe you have night. You gotta wait till it drops on HBO. Go tonight at 11 since I'm not at home. No, I mean, see, yeah, I get that they're both biased, but the thing is that Fox is so biased. Like CNN, they choose to report certain things, so they're biased in that regard. But Fox they just like make stuff up. Like everything to them, there's always a positive spin on even bad news. Or remember, I thought I saw a screenshot of something on I thought I saw a screenshot of something on Facebook where it was like all these different news apps that left alerts based on like some like I think it was when the news came out that Cohen flipped on Trump or something like that, and it was something like, oh, 10 judges said that there was reason to believe there was something there. I don't know, something along those lines. But basically, it was like an alert for all these different news channels, and like 9 out of 10 were consistent. The one that wasn't consistent was Fox, and the Fox one said like 10 out of 10 judges like say that this is BS basically or something like that. And that's how bad Fox is like they can't even be consistent with their news. Like they don't report the news in the way that it should be reported. Like this is what happened. This is how we interpret what happened, or this is what we're gonna say what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so stupid. Fox treats Trump like a god. Yeah, I mean they have Trump on their interviews and crap like that, and they never challenge him. He's full. CNN loved Obama. I mean, I'm sure they did, but Fox absolutely despised Obama, right? But I don't see clips from CNN necessarily where. So like I'll give you a good example. So when Trump said that he was going to go talk to Kim Jong Un and all that kind of stuff to try to level with him on the nukes, they weren't saying like bad things about him, but they were saying like, well, how likely is that type of deal to happen? This has been going on for a while. It's been passed down from administration to administration. Why do you think that he's going to be able to change it, given like his background or lack of background in politics and foreign policy and that kind of stuff? But you remember all those clips from Fox News when Obama said that he was going to go try to make contact with North Korea, talk to Kim Jong Un. Oh, he's the worst. He's evil. He's terrible. Statistically, Trump has done good. According to what? There's no statistics that you can point out that says that Trump has done really anything that good. What's up, Nate? How's it going, dude? What's up, gamer? But dude, that's the thing is that then like Fox News, remember Fox News was yeah, I'll Google the economy, but again, remember you got to keep in mind that some of these numbers that these people tell you about like 4% unemployment and this kind of stuff, that's that's generalizing a lot because they don't get into what that 4% is, and there's a reason why they don't talk about that 4%. Tell you that much. Read it. You need like when you look at the news, you need to dig just a slightly bit deeper because that 4%, like they say, well, African Americans are back at work and blah blah blah, but like that 4% are majority of African Americans. They're low paying, or they have low, or they may be, they include people who like, I don't remember. I think there was something about that too that like helps skew the statistics in the favor to make it again. It's to make it favorable. That's why they can go boast around and say, well, there's 4% unemployment rate, but again, like you don't know all the factors that play into that 4%. The government doesn't really affect you. I mean, well, it kind of does actually, because the government, like Betsy DeVos, for example, her education, like the Department of Education stuff that she's kind of over at a federal level, or education funding and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I think indirectly that does affect people like you, maybe not necessarily directly, but keep in mind that that's the lady that he hired for the Secretary of Education or whatever, who basically profits off of um, God, what the hell are they called? Charter schools. So charter schools, and again, like I know this doesn't affect you personally, but it affects kids. Charter schools essentially are a big joke, and we're becoming a big joke, and I guess kind of have been a big joke because they don't even have the same standard set for them as public schools do. So you can come out of a charter school being dumber than you are in a standard school, and you got to pay good money to be in charter schools and stuff like that. And she basically she was basically, I don't know if she ever got them removed, but they were trying to impose restrictions to make sure that charter schools had to live up to the same equal, like they had to have the same equal level of education or standards as public schools. And she basically was like, no, we don't want that to happen because they make so much money out of charter schools, man. Like it's just ridiculous. That lady is just, again, like all those people that he brought into his administration, regardless of stats, all those people that he brought in his administration, man, those people are like some of the sleaziest, slimiest people that you could ever find on the street anywhere. Ben Carson is just trash, dude. Like, I stopped paying attention to politics for now. Well, I mean, you should, you should try to find a break in politics, but you don't want to what the hell? You don't want to completely stop paying attention because then it's going to be kind of hard to get caught back up when you need to get caught back up. You need to figure out like what the hell transpired over the last 2 years. I mean, unfortunately, one of the problems that we do have in America is the fact that people don't follow the issues and they don't keep up with this stuff. And then when it comes time to voting, just as we saw in 2016, was people were voting based on being ill-informed, and then people vote. A lot of people vote based on emotion. What's up, JJ? You feel like you got faster. How do you feel? How do you get faster? I feel like I have to vote in 2020. If I don't, I want to see another incompetent. I don't want to see an incompetent moron in the office, but I doubt Trump would be reelected. I mean, it'll be kind of tougher to get him reelected because chances are he may not even have the opportunity to get reelected if Mueller does his job. Do you want me to flash my shirt? That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. All right, anyways, now I got to get back on my... Let's see them abs. No, those abs are non-existent, dude. Hopefully impeached, yeah. I mean, that's kind of indirectly where I was going with that. That doesn't really have much to do with Mueller necessarily. Sorry, I have to move my phone over here real quick. That doesn't necessarily have anything directly to do with Mueller, but, I mean, again, like, if he, a president can be indicted, so, I mean... There's nothing preventing if he committed a crime. There's no rules that says that a president is above the law, right? So he can still be jailed technically, but then we're stuck with Mike Pence. So if anything, maybe let it drag out for another. What would I do if you donated to me? I tell you thank you for donating to me. I definitely would not say that, Matai, at all. Never. And I don't even think Gamer doesn't even like Donald Trump anyway, so I don't see why he would care. Some say Pence is worse than Trump. I mean, I don't know if I don't know that we'll ever know that, but maybe we'll find out. I'll donate to you if you take off your shirt and pull your shirt halfway up. No, that's not gonna happen, dude. That's like nudity on YouTube, man. Like, I don't want to think there's like they'll see like hotel and then they'll see like some naked guy, half naked guy, and they'll be like, what's going on here? What are you doing in your hotel room, bruh? I'd be like, yo, man, this guy, he said he was gonna give me money to take my clothes off. So I did it because I'm a whore. No. If someone donated $500 to you, then would you do it? No, dude, that's not. No, I'm not a whore, dude. Your physique can't be that bad. I mean, it's not terrible, but I'm not exactly like ripped, dude. Like, when's the last time I've like seriously worked out, dude? Like, I'm not like I could be in worse shape. I'll say that much. Like, literally, like my arms, my legs, my back, my chest, like all that stuff is fine. It's just my I got that gut, dude. I got the dad gut basically. I got the dad bod. Plus, I don't think you want to see some hairy bait. Yeah, you're skinny fat. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just got this annoying ass gut because I'm so sedentary. You know what I'm saying? Dude, the abs are non-existent, dude. Preston, you, okay, Preston did not see my abs, okay? Too much boot? No, it's not that. It's just like I just don't. I'm not active. I'm not that active. That's all it comes down to, man. I'm just not that active anymore. I need to be more active. My wife is even starting to get on my case about it. Actually, she's like, she said, "Well, you don't." She said something to me the other day. She's like, "Well, you don't care about your health." And I'm like, "What do you mean I don't care about my health?" I'm like, "I try to eat. I always try to eat right and stuff like that." And she's like, "Well," but she's like, "But you know, you're not active at all." Like she's giving me trash. If I could have a six pack again, I had a six pack when I was in high school. That body I would not be afraid to show off. But then I started eating. That's the thing is that I didn't really eat a lot when I was younger. Like I ate enough to feel full, I guess, but I didn't like stuff myself. I kind of lost control of that just a bit, not completely. Like I said, man, I don't think that's it. I don't think it's usually your abs come from your diet. So you know the way you eat. So I can control what I eat for lunch and stuff like that, but I don't control what I eat for dinner. We don't eat like necessarily the healthiest food every single night, but we don't necessarily eat like the worst food ever either. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just oh come on, I'm not buying it. Show that six pack. I want you to do something when I donate to you. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I will show you guys some abs in 2 months. Wow. If you eat healthy and don't put in any work, it's not going to give you much results. Yeah. And see, the one thing that discourages me, and again, like I feel like if you're bigger, like you would notice results quicker. But because of the fact that I'm not like that big, and this, it's only in the gut. That's like one of the hardest places to lose fat. Because like it seems like that's literally one of the last places your body decides to start losing fat. And everything I've heard and read is that like usually your gut has a lot to do with your diet, but I mean like I said, I don't think we eat that bad, but again, we do when we got married, like I feel like we've kind of gotten lazier over the years because then it's like, well, who's cooking dinner tonight or what are we having? Then you want to eat something fast because you don't want to spend like hours like preparing food and cooking and stuff like that. I mean, it's just Preston, that's not dude, I swear to God, dude, I think if you just walked like 10,000 steps a day, I feel like you would probably notice a difference in like 2 weeks. I almost guarantee that you would notice some level of difference in 2 weeks if you'll notice some difference. I think, and I don't mean like 10,000 steps, like just stroll. You know what I'm saying? Like go really slow and take a stroll. I'm talking about like actual like strenuous walking, 10,000 steps, dude. You'd be completely fine. Just feed your dogs half your plate. Well, I'm trying to get better at it's yeah, but JJ, I'm well, your girlfriend's not very nice. Sometimes but sometimes you need that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's It's kind of weird. It's not like it's like the one thing that you absolutely hate to hear the most because you know maybe that's one of the things that bothers you the most. But sometimes that's the kind of motivation you need to actually do something. But I'm telling you, dude, just try to find a way. I mean, you've got the time. You can't tell me you don't have the time, Preston, right? Take the time that you get. Take the time to do 5,000 steps like in the evening or something like that. Split it up. Try to find a way to make it interesting. Well, you need a hobby, dude. You need to think of other things to do besides eat. I'm not getting any work done. All right. Playing video games takes your mind off food. Kind of, I guess. I mean, next time Miss Bigger says you don't care about your health, turn around and say, "Oh yeah, why do you think I've been pumping myself with antibiotic steroids every night before we go to bed?" Losing weight is easier. Losing weight is easy. Gaining muscle is hard. I don't know. I don't know that I agree with that. I mean, gaining muscle is hard, but I don't know that losing weight is necessarily easy. I mean, I think if you're big, losing weight is easy. You know what I'm saying? Baker next vid me at Planet Fitness. Wow, okay. I feel like once I get the weight off, I'll keep it off. Just getting it off. Like I said, dude, like you got to start somewhere. If you just start with, like I said, if you just do 10,000 steps a day, that's basically what doctors recommend to have a normal like healthy lifestyle, 10,000 steps a day and eat right. Like, and if you go with that, you'll like, I swear to God, like in 2 weeks, you'll probably notice a difference. You almost definitely notice a difference if you can sustain that for 2 weeks and not like go off the rails. I don't want to lose weight though. I want to gain weight and gain muscle. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think what he meant by, well, I don't know. I guess I don't know what he meant. I thought he meant like lose fat maybe, but dude, I completely understand K Dog, and that's been my biggest struggle. That's why I try to start like I try to do like different like I try different like exercise routines. Like even if it was like some cardio and try to do some like weightlifting and stuff like that. But man, I just don't know what the hell I need to do in order to gain that muscle to burn it off. Because that's clearly I know that's what I need to do. I've even tried like doing like trying to do crunches and sit-ups and stuff like that, but like the one thing that makes it difficult for me personally is that like I need some way to know that I'm making progress. If I don't notice anything or have no way to measure or indicate progress, then I lose interest, or I lose like that kind of I lose the momentum, I lose the excitement, the desire. Exactly. Well, like K Dog said, I mean, really, if you do you eat salads on occasion? I try to eat salads as much as I can. I got really bad when I started coming out to PA, but again, like that hasn't changed my weight. That's the thing, guys. You don't understand. Like I can literally eat anything. The only thing that keeps my body the way it is I sort of I've got like metabolism from heaven because like I can eat practically anything and I don't gain any weight. The true reason why I'm as big as I am right now is because like your metabolism does slow down over time. But like when I was in high school, I weighed 125. I'm 20 years out of high school and I've gained 25 pounds overall over 20 years. So that's like I've gained a pound a year essentially ever since I've been out of high school. But that's part of that is because I'm not walking around with my friends anymore. I'm not as active. There's a lot of things about your lifestyle that changes as you start to get older and you're not in school. Um, 305, holy dude. What's up, Elijah? That's weird, Elijah, but okay, dude. Elijah, I don't know how long you've been sitting in the chat, but that was coming from someone who was talking about wanting to lose weight, man. Not like, Preston, you just gotta look. If I was your dad, I would say you just need to cut out the excuses. You can wait till you're dying to then finally try to do something about it, but by that time you're gonna die. It's pretty much like I'm saying, like your health is not something you want to. You have computer science license? No, I don't. I don't have a computer science degree, but I'm very I'm I can write code fluently in different languages, and I know a lot about like computer hardware and building computers and stuff like that. I'm not now. I don't have like your. I don't have a lot of basics that you might learn in computer science, and so that's kind of some of my downfall. Is there's a lot of things that you learn in computer science that help you advance in your career in this field. So those kind of things I miss out on, but I know how to do like I know how to function within the job environment. I know what I can do what's required of me, and a lot of my knowledge that I've picked up regarding what I know is based on what I've done over time. I've been in this field for 20 years now, so I feel like I know what I'm doing a little bit at least. But yeah, but seriously, Preston, I mean, at some point you got to stop. You got to just you gotta be clutch, man. You gotta add that high motor trait to yourself, like they have in Madden. Turn on that clutch trait. Stop making excuses about why you can't do something, and focus on how you do something. It's you gotta all the negatives and all the reasons why you can't do something need to be turned into reasons why you can do it. Like K Dog said, you got to take the negatives and make them what drives you. I mean, you hear that shit from football players all the time. People who kept me down in my life, or the way we grew up and where we came from, and I used to live in a shithole. All the things that were so negative in their life. Those are the things that they use as motivating factors to get them to where they are today. So that's one of the most useful techniques that people have used. You're in the 40s? I'm not even 40 yet, dude. I'm 37. 20 years, Baker's like the Tom Brady of computer coding. No, I'm not. Dude, there's people that have been doing this longer than I have. So, I mean, think about that. Cardio, the best for losing weight, and diet, of course. Cardio is the best for losing weight if you're bigger. But when you're smaller, so that's the thing, dude. Like I've seen girls who like they say, "Oh, I've been to the gym," and they have like essentially flat. They don't have like defined abs, but they've got a flat stomach, and it's like. But it seems like girls, they're not like that much into weight training. They're just mainly cardio like buffs, essentially. So I don't know. Like if I just did cardio, like see, I don't feel like that cardio would help me though, because I've tried that. Like if I try running and stuff like that, the first few pounds I burn is water weight, and then after that I don't burn anything. Because like literally, I don't think cardio will help me lose my stomach. Baker could be a coach. My coaches say the same thing. When I'm like 25, I want to be as big as Gronk. I should be right around his height. That would be interesting. You want to be like your uncle. He goes to the gym every morning. He's in Tennessee now playing baseball for college. Oh, that's cool, dude. Preston, you just got to be disciplined. If you want something, you'll do it. I went from 225 to 160 in 1 year. I know you can do it. Baker. That's why I said I need direction, man. Like I need direction. And the precedent is extent, like I got to take my own advice. Like I got to take my own advice. And mom, you got to help. You got to help mom. You have to help push your son and help facilitate this kind of stuff. Family is one of your best motivators, man. Especially if your son, if you hear your son saying here that his girlfriend's even poking fun at his weight. Like I feel like that's when mom's gotta be like, son, dude, like you gotta, and I know that you can't do it for him. I mean, obviously, right? I mean, you can only be one of the motivating factors in his life, but I feel like, you gotta push him, mom. You gotta be like, yo, dude, you gotta lay down the law. Say, get your walking, son. So when he comes over your house, mom, I don't know how active you are, but you need to be like, yo, come on, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk, son. Let's go walk around the block, or let's go walk down the street, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Baker, you're at a good weight. You just need to lift and your body fat. go down? Do you think so? What kind of lifting should I do then? Like, so I have my Bowflex. I can certainly lift, but like part of it is I just do like random shit on my Bowflex. Like I don't really have a plan for how I lift or what I lift, but my Bowflex I can't do like bench presses and stuff like that. I can find like weird ways to kind of do something kind of like that where I can do like those pullovers and stuff like that. Like I can do stuff like that or like I don't even know what the hell you call it where you kind of twist those twists or whatever, like weighted twists or I don't know what the hell you would call it. Usually do ask him to go for a walk with you, and then what does he go for? Does he go for a walk with you, mom? Like Preston, you need to listen. You need to just go with your mom, man. Go for a walk. Everyone doubted me about losing weight. I love when people say I can't do something because then I do it and prove them wrong. Yep. Yes, JJ. The definitely the belly fat, man. The belly fat. Look, the belly fat is all I got, dude. Like literally, look. I'll show you guys. Look. If you've never seen me before, actually, well, I'm not gonna show you like my naked body or anything like that, but damn, there's like hardly any light in this damn room. And I got like pajama pants on, so you can't really see much. I got my pajama pants on. Check these things out. But anyway, so look, you can see my leg here, dude. Look, my leg. This is. Oh wait, there we go. Look. Now, obviously, it may be a little. Oops, sorry. It may be a little misconceived, but look at that. Look, for someone who's 37 years old, look, my legs are not that big. Like my hand can't fit around my legs, but no one hand should be able to fit around their thighs or anything like that. My legs are not that big. If you look at my calves here, my arm doesn't fit. My hand doesn't fit completely around it, but they are skinny as hell, dude. If you look at my arms, you've seen my arms before. These things are freaking twig, dude. There's like no meat on these arms at all. There's some muscle ish, but even then, like I've lost muscle mass in my arms. Like I've lost muscle mass over the years too. I have like that's the thing, dude. But like literally, it's all right here. This is where it's at, dude. Like literally, there's no fat in my body except for in my stomach and in my butt. And what my wife tells me is that supposedly when I work out, they basically said that my wife says that when I work out, they notice. See, they told me that the one time after I stopped working out. They told me this after I stopped working out. They said, "Oh, we notice when you're working out because we see a difference. You actually lose weight in your butt. So like literally, the first place I start to lose weight is in my butt first. But then I don't notice any difference in the size of my stomach, and that's kind of where I get disappointed, and where I eventually end up giving up because I'm just like I don't see any change. It really bugs me. Am I pregnant, Marcus? Yes, I'm pregnant with your twin brother. Just kidding. Compound lifts like bench, deadlift. Oh, you're like multi-jointed basically exercises. I'll DM a guy who has good videos to teach you about fitness. So it's like multi-jointed exercises, basically. I mean, I've read about that before too. Like that's train your abs. Okay, how do you? All right, dude, you need to tell me this. How do you train your abs? Like I said, man, I just remember in high school we used to do a shit ton of crunches and stuff, but crunches aren't good for your back. So I need something like that, but not as much. The one thing I was reading a lot about was someone said like do planks. They said if you do planks and you gradually work yourself up to doing planks for like several minutes per day, like per plank session, essentially, that essentially could be enough to help like flatten your belly a little bit. And 16, and I'm on the varsity team. Dude, my coach moved you from wide receiver to fullback, then the left tackle. What the hell? Why? Why the hell are you? What? How big are you? Why the hell are you left tackle? No, he shouldn't train abs if he's working on losing his stomach. 16, okay. I can't do planks correctly. I'm either up too high or too low. Well, I mean, yeah, you just need to be like a board essentially, and you need to like keep your head down. You don't want to hold your neck up because then you can get neck cramps and shit like that. Like, there's proper ways to do planks. I can do planks just fine. But can you do planks for like 4 minutes? Can you plank for like 4 minutes straight? Prove it. If you can't do planks, have someone tell your back is straight or not. There's like hardly any light. You know, let me turn on some more lights in this room. Oh my gosh, I can see. Hallelujah. 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 Ah. Marcus. So you got to get your elbows bent in the middle, and you got to have your feet up at the end, and then you basically just stare straight ahead. So your elbow should be aligned with your shoulders, the width of your shoulders when you plank, and you keep your body straight. And usually you're supposed to keep looking. You look down, and you hold the plank position. But you got to do this. You should do this like probably for 4 minutes a day. And I know I can definitely go for like over a minute doing a plank. I've never tried to go like too much longer, but yeah. But see, I showed you, Marcus. That's how you do planks, man. You can do like 3 minutes. Yeah, I don't think I've never tried. You send me a video on abs. See, the only videos that I've seen on abs have really been like, yeah, there's exercises that you can do and stuff like that. But they said like the biggest thing was like planks. I've also researched in the past like exercise abs, and people say like, some recommend crunches, but most people don't recommend crunches because they say crunches are just harder to rough on your back. And for me, like being older, I have to be considerate of, and even though I don't have back problems, or I don't have a history of back problems or anything like that, but I do have to be considerate of issues that exercises could cause for me. This guy is the real deal, no BS. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm interested in whatever you guys can provide. I mean, I spend time researching the stuff every once in a while, and then I kind of lose like it's just there's so much information that you have to try to take in. And then that one guy on Live Me that I watch occasionally because he's barely ever on anymore. Like he was like the fitness dude that I would watch, and he was very motivating. Like I felt a lot of motivation just by watching this guy because he would always talk about fitness and he's like, okay, you can do it. And like, he wasn't talking to me directly, but like just watching the guy and hearing him talk and stuff like that, it was very inspiring to listen to this guy. And then he stopped doing his live stream so often. I'm like, damn it, that like kind of killed me. Athlean X on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, JJ, why is your phone always dying? Is there ever a point where your phone's not dying? You want to do planks, but I'm afraid every time I'm trying, I'm afraid to go tear ligaments in your knee. What the? How could you tear ligaments in your knee though? Just by holding your leg straight. I mean, you walk, right? Same difference. The only difference is that your toes, you're putting pressure on your toes in a sense because you have to use your toes to keep your feet out. But I mean, planks aren't really like they're not intense on your knees. Like I don't feel you feel most of it in your core. That's exactly why they tell you to do abs is because or planks is because planks are supposed to strengthen your core. The plank focuses on your upper body, like your back. Basically, it's your whole upper body is what the plank focuses on. That's why That's why it's known as a core exercise, and that's why a lot of people seem to be pushing like planks as like the go-to exercise over things even like crunches. I can walk, but if I run for too long, I sometimes stumble a bit. Well, yeah, but that's if you're running. I mean, this isn't running is different because running you're is it's all about running's all about impact. You're putting a lot of impact on your knees when you run. That's why I don't want to run. That's why I don't want to make running a thing for me because I don't need it. Two, because of that, because you can, that'll kill your bones after a while because you're putting so much impact on your knees and on your back, especially. Planks doesn't do any of that, dude. It's all like I said, it's all in your upper body. So like it works your core, your chest, your back, upper and lower. Like you can feel it. You feel planks, man, for sure. Like even just for that short period of time I did it. And again, if you're not used to doing it, you'll feel it even more. But like you do that just for a little bit a day, and you'll like in theory, it's supposed to tighten you up. So I just need to do it. I just need to stop being a wuss. I need to stop being a wuss and just do it. Like I feel like if I really put my mind to it, I could probably do a plank for 4 minutes and then just stick with doing like a 4 minute plank every single day for the next like couple of weeks and see if I notice a difference. Because in theory, in a month, if you do something for a month, you should notice. Oh God, get pumped. Oh. Died. Yeah, exactly. He slapped himself to death. He died on YouTube. So I'm gonna stream tomorrow night. What's up, Raw? How's it going, Raw Austin? How's it going, dude? So I'm gonna stream tomorrow night from the hotel room, but I'm gonna be at a different hotel tomorrow night. So originally, when I planned on coming out here, I had reserved a hotel room from Wednesday to Thursday, and then our boss sent us an email like quarter to four Monday after I had already reserved my hotel room, and they didn't have another room here. Well, actually, no, they haven't. They didn't have another day. I couldn't stay another day in the other hotel I'd reserved a room for. They only had this one that was open, so I'll be in this one tonight and then at a different one tomorrow night. So stupid. Nice, cool. Tomorrow you can charge your phone. Okay, good. Have it charged, dude. Have it charged. Can we get a rip for JJ? Don't you get a headache going to all these different hotels? No, not really. What part of PA am I at? Um, I am in the Moon area. What's up, Christian? Your phone always dies? Well, yeah, dude, because you never charge it, man. Like when I started streaming, this is my I'm on my Note S9 or my Note 9. I started streaming at like I had like 30% on this phone, and I've got 17% left still. And I've been streaming for over an hour. On my Galaxy S7, my battery would be dead by now. You're from Philly. Oh yeah, Philly's so far away from here and from where I live. What is that music in the background? Oh, it's some commercial on CNN. So the phone lies. What do you mean? It's supposed to last 24 hours. Well, I think part of it depends on what kind of background apps and stuff like that you have on as well too. Because I feel like if you don't have on like your location, for example, you're gonna save a shit ton of battery. So some of that I'm sure it's marketing, but I mean it works. I mean if you're doing it said like if you play games or watch movies all day, then that would be fine, right? But I'm streaming, which is not exactly the same as just playing a video game. I also have location turned on and GPS and all other kind of crazy shit, so Google can track me and the government knows where I'm at. You're gonna go to bed, got prison tomorrow. Stop. K Dog, dude, just if you could take the positivity that you applied to football and apply it to school, dude, like you probably be a genius, man. Why would someone swing off one of those swings into a lake when there's a raft right there? Like, why would you try to cannonball yourself onto a inflatable raft? Do you have half day tomorrow? What the hell? You don't know how 5.8K people aren't in this stream? Yeah. for real. You don't have to be rich. A new phone, Leonidas, LOL. There are contracts. That new PC game Scum looks good. I haven't looked at that. I saw that someone was playing it that I know, but I never really looked at it. I want to get Rust though. I feel like before whatever I do on Friday or Saturday, I'm gonna get Rust. I talked to my wife. I mentioned her something about doing a 24-hour stream on Saturday or Friday, from Friday to Saturday, and she's like, I don't know. She's like, I don't care. She's just like, she was not interested. Last time I wanted to do one, she's like, oh, what do you need me to buy for you at what do you need for me to buy from you from the store? And like, oh, this is great. Star Wars, dude. I'm into like my level of sci-fi is like the Matrix, but that's all the sci-fi I'm willing to deal with. I can't stand Star Wars or Star Trek or Star anything, Battlestar Galactica, any of the stars is just what's HMCC? Oh, Halo Master Chief Collection is on Game Pass starting the first. Oh, okay, well that's good then. So that would be just in time for the weekend. Well, actually, no. Well, it'll be on Saturday. So yeah. Wow. Well, that's interesting. So Cam said he got Game Pass too. So for anyone who has, I don't know, maybe we can play some of that. Your parents are obsessed with Star Wars. Were they born in like the 70s though? Because it seemed like the 70s was the time for Star Wars when people started getting really Hey, look, one of the socialist Democrats won their Democratic Florida primary. CNN, I hate when Chris Cuomo does this though because they're like, well, they're talking about Medicare for all, and how are they gonna? But they didn't explicitly say how they're gonna pay for it. And it's just like, dude, these motherfuckers. This is the part about CNN I absolutely hate is because they can't support anything that makes sense. They can't support anything that makes sense. Even though there's been studies after study after study that's proven that Medicare for all will actually save the United States like billions of dollars over like a decade or something like that. Um, People still like frown upon anytime anyone bringing up Medicare for all, but it's like, but everyone can be covered and will save money. Do you really need to think about that? And these guys like they criticize that shit. It's just like, dude, you guys are fucking morons, dude. That's the one thing I hate about CNN is if you're with Bernie Sanders, that's why it's surprising that I can actually stand watching them sometimes. But like if you're with Bernie Sanders, if you're a Bernie Sanders kind of guy, CNN's not for you because they trash talk Bernie Sanders. They bring on anyone who they try to challenge anyone who has like a Bernie Sanders like agenda, and they absolutely like despise anyone like that. And it says he won in a major upset in the Florida Democratic governor primary. So that's good, man. That's good. That's the thing, man. The Democrat socialists need to start taking over now because country's country's in a bad way, man. Country's in a bad way. Thank God our next president will be a Democrat. Trump will not win another term, and that's awesome. Well, the issue is going to be which Democrat would win because that's the issue is that even the DNC recently they passed a thing that said that the DNC chair can basically help decide who is able to run as a Democrat on the Democratic platform, which means potentially that people like Bernie Sanders could be in for some issues come time 2020 elections. And that poses a huge problem. They actually signed that into like their democratic, rule book or whatever the hell you want to call it, just like literally a couple of days ago. So like the DNC chair can grant explicit or deny explicit permission for someone to run under the Democratic Party. That's just another way that these guys go about like trying to fix the rules so that they can get their own in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just I mean maybe it means nothing. We don't really know what it means about. You only care about who the president. Well, I mean, but then you care about politics because that's all about politics and how you become president. People elected Trump because they're like, oh, it'd be great because you have this guy who's never been in there and he's not an establishment candidate and he's not scammy or scummy like those other people in politics are, but he was a businessman. Business people are usually pretty depending upon what kind of businessman you are, but knowing Donald Trump's, past, he was pretty scammy and scummy as a business person. So it's like he basically took his scammy and scummy techniques as a business person and has applied them to government. So yeah, he wasn't a career politician, but he was a career businessman who did all sorts of deceitful shit with his business and went bankrupt 6 times. Um, and somehow he got elected to run the country. Now, I'm not saying Hillary Clinton, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Hillary Clinton was necessarily any better. I didn't like her at all, but but really, if the DNC hadn't been rigged by her, Bernie Sanders would have been running against Donald Trump, and Bernie Sanders would have won in a landslide. Guaranteed. Bernie Sanders would have crushed Donald Trump. Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton was the only person that could have run against Donald Trump to get him elected. Donald Trump literally has his own line of steaks, literally called Trump steaks. Oh my god, that's so stupid. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to call it here so I can actually like try to spend like 10 minutes on actual work because I can't focus when I'm talking to you guys. I don't want to be one of those people either, though, that has a live stream going. I'm like, literally, I'm just sitting here ignoring you. Oh, hey. Like 5 minutes later, oh, hey, haha, funny, okay. And just keep typing, so. But yeah, I got to check through these emails. Trouble wins anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't say that, dude, because honestly, like, that was part of the mistake that Democrats made in the election in 2016 was that a lot of people felt there's no way that guy can win. And they just didn't go out and vote. And that's why you can't have that mentality this time around. So I would say you have parents that normally vote Democratic and they're planning on voting in 2020, no matter who runs up against Trump, no matter how good or how bad, if they don't want Trump in there, they need to actually go vote and don't assume that Trump's going to lose again. That is my final message for the evening, guys. So, all right, guys. So, hey, thank you guys. Had fun tonight showing you guys that I know how to plank and showing you my legs on stream, kind of, and chit-chatting about weight loss and other stuff. So that was fun. But thank you guys, everyone who stopped by tonight. Appreciate it very much, dudes. Thank you for everyone who left a like. I appreciate that greatly, dudes. Thank you very much for all your support as usual. And I love those legs. I will see you guys all tomorrow night, dudes. Till next time. Bye-bye. Oh, it's milk drinker, dude. Milk drinker, drinking the milk, dog. Let me look at them calves. Bro, you want to see these calves, dog? Let me show you these bones. Look at this. Look at these calves, dude. There ain't nothing here. Nothing here but that's a flex calf though. That's not like that's an unflexed calf right there. See that? Look at that. Flex calf though is pretty good. Damn yum yum. JJ. You're ridiculous, dude. All right, dude. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye.